Hi you guys, hello, 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 hello. I just realized that I did not dampen my blending bud. So I'm gonna disappear for a second. Don't disappear on me. If you're watching the replay, just fast forward like a minute, but I gotta go get this wet or else it doesn't do what it needs to do. So BRB, hold on, don't go anywhere. Hi, I'm sorry, you guys. Okay. Sorry. Thank you. Let me get my heated blanket on. It is so cold. I'm just like, cannot get warm. Cannot get warm at all. Oh, I just remembered I have an orange in my bucket. I wanted to eat something before I did this live, but apparently I don't have my act together. So, okay, everybody. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so how do you get let's start with the basics. Okay, blending buds. Okay, they are like little sponges that you can get at the grocery store aisle. Those ones are my favorite, the Real Technique ones. They're orange, they come in 2-pack. They're about $5. So that's what I'd recommend. Don't love ours. They're too hard. So it just depends like what you like and what you don't. Hi, Jen. So what I do... Okay, close the door if you're going to be in here, okay? What I do is I put it underneath the lukewarm water and I squeeze it like this. And you're going to feel it swell up and you're going to just go ahead and keep bouncing it until it becomes bouncy. And then you're going to take your towel and you're going to dry off all the excess. Can you go put those in the garbage? They're yucky. Those ones are yucky. Okay. So then I use my primer, my face. Okay. Alright, so I take my primer. Look at it, you guys. This lasts so long. I love our primer. It lasts so long. But I definitely need a new one. Okay, so I take about that much, pea-size amount, okay? And everything warms up on your skin. And that's something I was rushing and forgetting about. So don't rush the process. Like, just get it on your skin, let it warm up, and then spread it out. Also helps
Mama,
if you...
I'm going to make a snowman.
Oh, you're going to make a snowman?
Look like you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, hold on.
So as far as skincare, today I did my exfoliating mask, which makes my skin feel really soft. I do it after my shower, after I wash my face. And then I do... rose water to help with the redness. Then I do Uplift Beauty Serum, which adds a ton of vitamins in and really seeps into my skin and helps it not be so dry. Helps with age spots, helps with wrinkles, helps with getting your skin to regenerate cells. It's so good. Bear, make it just red, okay? He's like touching my head like I'm gonna be freezing. Hey baby, can you go watch your show? Please. Okay, and this is what it looks like, but it's getting repackaged, so as soon as it comes back in stock, you guys need to grab some of these because I'm going to use it in today's tutorial. Okay, so I've got my primer on and I let that kind of set. It's going to fill in those fine lines. Oh, thank you. Okay. Alright, so I kind of use a little bit more makeup than I have in the past for this look, and I've had to because my skin has been changing just hormonally. I battle some autoimmune diseases, and so I just have to do things a little bit different sometimes, and so I was adjusting to that. I still can totally do my mom makeup with either BB cream, concealer, and primer, or primer, foundation, and concealer. It just doesn't look this dramatic. So there's nothing wrong with how I've taught you. It's just a new way. So I'm going to take Organza, which is a shade darker than my foundation. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it on my face, and it is heat activated just like everything else. I'm going to take it, put it on my face like this. And it doesn't look like a lot. You guys can see, it does not look like it's going to cover it up. So I'm going to take my beauty serum. The concealer is very thick, and I'm going to take my beauty serum. I'm going to show you first what it would do. So if I'm going to take my beauty blender, and all I'm going to do is just push it around like this, and you're going to see it's not going to move that well. It's going to move, but it's going to take forever to blend all the way out. And all you're going to do with your blending bud is just push it into your skin. You've got your primer. You're not going to, you know, get it into your makeup into your pores or anything like that. Okay, I'm just pushing. So if you have freckles like me, you want to pick a color in between your freckle and your skin for this part. And because I'm trying to just have a clean slate. Okay, so you guys can see, let's see if I can tap it. Okay, so you can see it is not really, it's too thick to spread out very easily.
Thank you, Mommy.
Thank you, baby. Oh, thank you, honey. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to just take my beauty serum and go like this.
You love it, Mommy?
Okay, this is the vitamin C squealing. I had to get that out of my eyes.
You love it, Mommy?
I do. I love it. Thank you so much. And all I'm going to do is I'm just gently rubbing it like this. Can you go close the door? I don't want to go to Facebook jail because I know I don't want to go to Facebook jail. Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody. I don't want to. The Paw Patrol is going to put me in Facebook jail, so please go close the door. Okay? All right. So the beauty serum does a few things. One, brings some life back into my face. Moisture. Okay? Moisture is the key. And it helps me spread my concealer out. It helps so much. So this is going to give me kind of like a dewy look. Okay? So I'm doing a concealer that's in between my freckle color and my skin color. So I'm using Organza. So it's going to be a little bit dark. You can tell that it doesn't seamlessly match into my neck. Okay. And if you end up choosing to do this as well to try it, let me know and I'll do my best to help you pick your colors. Because a lot of people could actually, if you don't have a lot of freckles, you can pull off the same color as your foundation. Okay, so I did that. That's just concealer and primer, okay, and beauty serum. Beauty serum was like the game changer. I saw somebody on Instagram how they always use like some type of liquid on their makeup, and I was like, that is so crazy. I wonder what that is. And so I just tried ours and I was like, this is amazing. Okay, so next step, and I'm gonna write these out for you guys so you guys can check it out later. I'm gonna take shoot, hold on, wait for it, you guys. Oh man, okay, hold on, I confused myself. You can tell it's brand new for me. Bear, close the door. Obey, please. Bear, when you have the door open, Mommy's phone will get turned off. Please close the door, okay? Sorry guys, Facebook is so funny. If you have music or like the sound of a TV, like if the show's like song came on, even in the background, like you can totally get put in jail. I don't know how people get there, because a lot of viral videos have popular music on it and they don't get shut down, but mine does. Okay, so then you want to take the concealer that is a shade lighter, or 2 shades lighter, and you're gonna put it on your fingers. I used to use a brush for this, but I found that you really do need to use your fingers for this because it's heat. The heat warms it up and melts it into your skin. Okay, I'm gonna go down my nose. I'm gonna go on my forehead like this. And I'm not blending it out. I'm just leaving it like this. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Okay. You guys see that? So, everywhere that I wanted to highlight, I put that lighter concealer. And so then I'm just gonna leave it for a minute. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I can find my eyebrow brush. All right. I can do this a lot faster, just like anything, when I'm not teaching it, but I want to make sure that you know why I'm doing it, you know, kind of why I started doing this, because it's quite a bit different than what I have been doing for the last 2 years. I just watched a lot of videos. I know that it's more than what most people can put in their time, and so that's why I haven't done this live yet. Plus, I wasn't sure if it's like too much bronzer. Like I was still playing with it. But I've gotten so many questions and compliments because I have awesome, sweet friends that I thought it's time. It's time to go on here. Okay, so I fill in the tail of my brow. I took the darkest color and lined the very bottom. If you're like me, where you experience hair loss, I've experienced so much hair loss since having my kids, and just the older you get, your eyebrows and your hair just thins out, and so I had to draw this on because you can see how many bald spots I have. And then I'm going to go to the light color. So that was all the dark color and a little bit of wax. I'm going to take the light color and trace the top, trying to keep it thin all the way up to that point there. And then I'm going to fill it in with the light. This part, I don't really have patience to do it super good, so I am learning still. Okay. But when you put on a dramatic bronzer, you're going to want some steady eyebrows, because those eyebrows are going to really pull that attention back to your eyes instead of like to your forehead or to your, just it's going to pull it in right here, and that's where we want it. Okay. So all I'm doing is this. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm in like desperate need of some self-care. I need a massage, my eyebrows waxed, and I need a haircut. And so that's what eventually this month I'm going to get done. But, it just happens where you kind of all get behind on it. Okay, so I'm just filling that in with the darkest color. I outline it and then I fill it in with the darkest. And then you can see on this one, I have a ton of cowlicks. So I'm gonna take the dark one, and by doing the dark on the bottom, what you're doing is you're lifting your eye like this. You're giving yourself a little facelift. And then on the top, you use the lighter color. But I'm just starting here and pulling a tight straight line up. Okay, just like that. Hi, you guys. I don't know if I can't see comments or what's going on, but if there are comments that I'm missing, I will go back and answer them. Hi, Aubrey. Okay, so I'm using the lightest color now. I'm trying to tightline it, not get them too thick. If I go above my hairline, they get pretty thick, so I try to stay in my hairline at the top. Alright, so I am just filling it in. Oh, hi. Happy work day. Okay. So, there we go. Those are my eyebrows. And then you want to take your concealer in the lightest color, not the dark, the light, just like this. And you're going to take a brush. Usually I have my Brow Artist brush, which has a great edge, but I'm going to just use my crease brush. and line it. So you guys can see I'm already using so many more steps, but the serum on my face is helping this not be too thick. When they come out with the serum, you guys have to get it. Like, it's one of those things, I forgot how much I loved it and needed it. Need the serum. Okay, fill that in here. So I'm going to make like some raccoon eyes. All the way across. Clean it up. Okay, good. Are we all together? All right, so a lot of times when I do these videos, I just stop and pause it, try it, and go back and start where, you know, like I try to catch up. I try to do it with them. So if you're watching this, feel free to pause it. If you have questions, message me. I want you guys to feel like really, really, really confident, okay? So I am just taking my blending bed that's wet and pressing that concealer in to my skin. Just like this. And sometimes just press it, bouncing it. Some people are like, you just beat your face with it. Yeah, pretty much. Just pressing it in. You want to like get right into that corner of your eye because you don't want concealer just sitting there. And the blending bed's awesome because it pulls up any excess makeup. So you're not going to be wearing too much makeup. I'm just blending that out up here. Okay, just like this. Okay. So next I'm going to take Chenille, which is pressed powder. This has like a dewy, glowy look, which is great. But it's not going to, a lot of times it's just going to, over the course of the day, slide off unless you use some setting spray. So you could stop there. Could stop with this look. But if you want to do the contour look, you're going to take your pressed powder. So this is Chenille. I've seen all different, you know, just like lots of people use this color. So I feel like it's just, in general, a good color to start out with. You can always go darker or lighter, but this is where I start out with. And then I'm just going to go ahead and tap it on and pack it on so that there's no little gaps or holes where you can't see the light. This is full coverage, so as long as you apply it like that. And so I'm just going to be really, really, really dramatic. This is the part that I was like, oh my gosh, it's scary, a little scary to me, but it blends out so nice. So I'm just taking it. I take it like this. See how it's on there, but it's not even on the brush. So I take this part and I get it evenly all over the brush. And wherever you put the bronzer, it's gonna hide away. So you don't want to put it anywhere here, okay? And you still want to have a face, and you still want to, you know, be able to see your neck and have it look like it's a part, you know, you don't want a floating head, right? So you don't want to go too crazy on the bronzer down here. But you want to go here. If you have a big forehead, you just bring it down to here. If you have a little forehead, you keep it pretty close to your hairline. Okay, and you're just gonna build it up. And it looks crazy. I know it looks crazy. I know it does. Okay. And see how you can see like this right here. You want to fill that in. Okay, so I'm leaving like also just like this blending gap. Like this is where I want to blend it out. And if the color comes down a little bit, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's not going to look crazy. So just keep in a little bit of an allowance for yourself, because sometimes blending can be messy. Okay. All right. So you're going to take your your brush, and I'm gonna go right above. So when you try to suck it in, it goes right here. I'm gonna go right on that, and I'm gonna pinch my brush so it creates this line. And see, fill in anything, like anything that's where you can see that light skin through, fill that in. Looks crazy, right? It looks so crazy, but we're gonna pull it together. So I've played with it quite a bit, and this for me is the least amount of steps you can do. Okay, and then you can go out a little bit further, just depending on where you want to have that like sucked in look without sucking in. So I just play with it a little bit. Okay, you want to keep this thin because it's going to blend out. Okay. If you guys ever have any questions, let me know. Alright, I'm going to pinch my brush really tight. You could also use a brush like this. I'm going to just do that. To go ahead and outline your nose. Okay. And you're going to figure out your face shape. It's just so personal to you. Your nose shape. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it here. Hi, you guys. So glad you're here. This is my new like kind of routine. It's a lot more makeup than I have worn in the past. Been a lot, you know, just like my kids are usually crawling on me, so I've never really gotten to kind of play like this, but getting lots of compliments. I thought I would share and teach you guys. So this is making my, it makes my bottom look fuller. So you just want to put it right in the middle here. Okay, so I've got a little bit here, a little bit here, a lot on your forehead, okay, and then you want to take whatever's excess and you want to just do these little circles, okay, you're not going to go crazy, just on your jawbone, okay, and the tip of my chin, because my chin is really long, okay. And then pull it back together. Okay, so you do have some there, but not a lot. And then you're gonna go ahead and pull it down into your neck. When I first did this, I was like, how am I gonna pull this off? How am I gonna be able to like pull this off? The answer is a big, big puffy brush, and because look at this, you guys. I wish I could take like a snapshot right now. The powder in your color, okay? So I have my concealer on underneath. That is a shade too dark. I highlighted with a shade lighter in concealer, and then I went 9 shades darker with my powder on the outside to contour. And so I'm going to take my pressed powder in my own color. Okay, so it's kind of pulling it back together. Got all this warmth underneath. I'm going to pull it back together. So I'm going to start just by going over my eyes like this. This is how I set that concealer right here. It's set now. It's ready. All right, and then so anywhere I put concealer, I'm just going to brush it like this. Not a lot, because I'm just setting it, just making it so it doesn't move. Put it right here, down my nose, okay? Right here. That's it, it's set. So now I have a little bit of my Scarlet, but not a lot. And I'm gonna put my brush so it sits half on my bronzer, half on my normal, like half on my highlighted area, okay? And I'm just gonna do these circles. And you guys are gonna be amazed. Like, it just pulls it together. It softens so much. And sometimes I even have to go back and add a little bit of bronzer because I didn't go low enough. That happens. Hi, you guys. I'm going crazy with the contour today. So if you're hopping on, there are lots of ways to do your makeup. I've been doing mom makeup for the past 2 years. This is just a new way, and I get lots of compliments on it, but it does take a lot more steps, and it does take a little bit more stuff. So don't be intimidated, but just hang out with me and learn. Okay, so I'm just doing these little, I'm going on the contour. See this? Okay, going on the contour and just doing these circles. And buffing it out. So on this one, I tend to do the windshield wiper motions more. Just be careful not to bring it any further. And then you want to go right on the in-between spot, blend it out. Did I take a before picture? I don't know. I don't know if I did or not. So I'm just doing this here, this big puffy brush, this everything. It's so good. Okay, and blend into your neck. What do you guys think? Do you like it? If you feel like you get too dark, all you do is you just take a tiny bit of that powder in your shade and touch on the highlighted parts. Okay. With this look, I tend to wear blush. I just think it's, you do such a good job at like contouring and like adding the shade and adding the light that you take all the color out of your face. And so I am taking some blush. Sorry about the mirror, guys. This gets so shiny. It's really pigmented. You guys can see it's super pigmented. So always tap off the excess and I just put it right above the contour. Like that. So if you use powder makeup, powder face makeup, you want to use a powder blush. If you use liquid makeup, you want to use like a liquid blush. And the same with the highlighter. So if you use a powder, like I just did, you want to use a powder highlighter, which I need to find. Okay. So I use iridescent still, really pretty, and just use it on my finger, and I just brush it on here. You can also use eyeshadow. Like the best eyeshadow one is Gentle. Let me show you. And a fan brush works great. I don't know where mine is. I don't know, it's just missing. So this one right here is a good one. It's not the one I was thinking of. Let's see here. Got so much eyeshadow. It's like such a good problem. Okay, so this one, it's called Gentle. And it comes in the Presenters Kit right now. Or in the Kudos. You can get it in the Kudos. And I just take my middle finger and pull it up right above my blush. So it's a layer. It goes highlight, bronzer, blush, highlight, okay? All this is doing is just making that like cheekbone pop. Put it under my eyebrow. And it looks fun, awesome because you have all this matte going on. It's fun to add that shimmer in. You know me and my shimmer. I can't help myself. I love it. I'm going to add some of that. What's this one called? This one is so good. Optimistic. Optimistic. So good. So bright. Opens up your eyes. Go on your nose. So when you do it on your nose, you put it on the tip. You put it on the tip and then you take a hop and you pull up. So tip, hop, pull up. So you leave this little space there. And with highlighter and me, you kind of have to be like, Jenny, stop it. Okay, but that is the new face look that I've been doing. So thanks for hanging out. I know that took a little bit. It does take a second to kind of figure it out for yourself. For me, the big thing was this and bringing in the powder. So that is it. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know. I'd love to help you. I am going to go ahead and link this on my looks on my site. I'm going to do a little website tutorial. I've never really sent my customers my website because it was very confusing, but now it's awesome. And you also get $10 for every $100 you spend. So I'm going to try to send you guys there more. So anyways, I love y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have an awesome day.